Good morning, children. In today's video, we will be discussing how to calculate hydrogen ion concentration from pH. Right? Suppose you have pH. The pH is given in a whole number. Say the pH is 4. Or you have the pH value given as say 6. Then whatever is the pH value, the hydrogen ion concentration will be this raised to the power, because what is pH? Basically it is the power of hydrogen, potence of hydrogen. So if it is a whole number, then simply you will write hydrogen ion concentration is equal to 10 to the power minus 4, and in this case the hydrogen ion concentration will be 10 to the power minus 6. So if it is a whole number, you will be just writing it to the power. But in case you see that the pH is not in whole number, right? Suppose instead of this, the pH value is given as something like pH value is given as 6.38. And in such cases, you are asked to calculate the hydrogen ion concentration. Then in these cases, you cannot write it as 10 to the power minus 6.38. Right. So what is to be done? What steps have to be taken? I'll be explaining that. Okay. First thing is, let us take that pH formula. You have pH is equal to minus log of hydrogen ion concentration. Right. So when you are asked to calculate hydrogen ion concentration, you will take this. The other side will be 1 by log. That becomes anti-log, and the negative also I take on the other side. So hydrogen ion concentration will be equal to, you will write it as anti-log of, that is 1 by log, log goes the other side, anti-log of minus that pH value, because that this minus I am taking on the other side. Now let me put the values. It will be anti-log of, it will be minus 6.38. Whenever children you find you are calculating the pH, the anti-log of some value which is negative, then the steps follow to be different. Suppose it was just a whole number, like a positive value. Then this part which is there in the front, this is called as characteristic. The part after the decimal, this is called as mantissa. So for mantissa, you just see in the anti-log column, and the characteristic power goes as the power, 10 to the power. But in case it is negative, then the steps are little different. So what you will do in this case is, it will be anti-log of this number, you increase by 1. Before the decimal, whatever number is there, you increase by 1. So you will write it as bar 7, minus 7. Right, it's actually, if I write, it is minus 1 this side and plus 1 this side. Right, if you can understand this way. Minus 1 this side and plus 1 this side. Minus 1 this side means that minus 1 and then minus 6 put together becomes minus 7. And if I write here, plus 1 this side means ultimately it is 1 from 1. And this part is minus only. So you are subtracting what? 0.38 you are subtracting from it. So when I subtract this from 8, it will be 0.62. So you will write it as bar 7.62. Or in a way, simply you can say, before the decimal, you increase by 1. So I write it as bar 7. After the decimal, you subtract from. This we are subtracting. From 1, I have subtracted 0.38. So there are two ways I told you. Either left hand side, that is characteristic part, you write minus 1. That minus 1 and minus 6 put together become minus 7. And the other side plus 1. This was already minus. So 1 minus 0.38, you are getting this. Or the other way round I told you. Before decimal, increase by 1. After decimal, subtract from 1. And now whatever number you have, for this number, I will be calculating the anti-log. So how are we going to represent it? So you will, whatever part is there here, that is the characteristic part, it will be written as 10 to the power minus 7. And for 0.62, we will check the anti-log. Now just see this, children. This is anti-log table. So this part you will search here, 0.62 you will search here. So 0.62 and then after 2, that is 0.62, after that there is no number. So you will be searching 0.62 under 0. Whatever value is there, that you will write in the scientific notation. The value is 4169. Had there been, suppose it was 0.624, then you would be searching that in that fourth column. Right, but in the present case 0.62 under 0, the value is 4169. So I'll just copy that down in scientific notation. So now I'll write down the value. It was 4.169. So the answer for that is H plus concentration is this much molar. So if the pH is in decimals, you'll first write the formula and then before decimal increase by 1, after decimal subtract from 1, whatever is there before decimal take it to the power, and after decimal you'll check the antilog. One more example I'll take. Now suppose the question is the pH is equal to 7.14 and we are asked to calculate hydrogen ion concentration. This is our question. So you'll put it in that formula. I'm just directly writing in the formula. pH is 7.14, that is equal to minus log of H plus ion concentration. Okay. So then the H plus concentration we will calculate. H plus concentration will be equal to antilog of minus 7.14. And that minus, how are we going to write down? We will write it as antilog. Before decimal increase by 1, it will become minus 8. After decimal you will subtract from 1. So it is 1, from where you subtract 1, 4. You will get this as 6 and this is 8. So you will write this as 8, 6. So whatever is there before decimal, you will take it as 10 to the power minus 8 and 0.86. We will check the antilog. So 0.86 under 0. So it is 7244. Okay. So you will write this answer as 7.244 molar. This is H plus concentration. Okay. I hope you have followed to calculate the pH, hydrogen ion concentration if the pH is known, if it is a whole number or in fractions. Thank you for watching.